If you want to know what to do when your loved one is critically ill in intensive care, the intensive care team can't wake them up out of an induced coma, stay tuned, I have news for you. My name is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will have another quick tip for you today. So here's the situation. Currently, we are working with a client who has their 80-year-old dad in ICU after cardiac arrest and potentially a hypoxic brain injury. He's been in an induced coma for about 12 days now. And every time they wake him up, try to take away the propofol and the fentanyl, he's not synchronizing with the ventilator, he's breathing against the ventilator, and he's also having some myoclonic jerks. Now that's been tried for the last week or so, and they didn't succeed. Now eventually there seemed to be some progress yesterday where sedation was stopped, and there seems to be eye-opening, less resistance against the ventilator, and fewer myoclonic jerks as well. So, and obviously the family wants to see more of waking him up, not less. And now the intensive care team says, well, we have to resedate him because we don't have the manpower and the staff to wake him up and stand or sit next to him and watch him all the time. Well, I have worked in critical care nursing for 25 years in 3 different countries, where I worked as a nurse unit manager for over 5 years in intensive care. And I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care here at intensivecarehotline.com since 2013. And I can confidently say that we have saved many lives for our clients in intensive care. And you can verify that on our testimonial section at intensivecarehotline.com. And you can verify it at our podcast section at intensivecarehotline.com, where we've done some client interviews who verify that we saved their loved one's life. We even have an ex-ICU patient on the podcast where ICU told them in the family that he would die. In any case, coming back to our current situation here, when the ICU team tells you they don't have the manpower to wake him up properly, to work with the patient one-to-one and basically guide him, lead him through the process of waking up, that is medical negligence. Why is it medical negligence? Because if you keep someone in an induced coma for longer than necessary, patients will decondition. The risk for them to end up with a tracheostomy is very high, right? And you've got to do everything beyond the shadow of a doubt to wake a patient up, try and wean them off the ventilator, and avoid a tracheostomy. That should be an absolute no-brainer. Not once in 25 years critical care nursing have I heard that they don't have the manpower to wake a patient up. There could be other reasons for it, medical reasons, but certainly not having the manpower. That's simply not good enough. It's probably a sign that they have a high staff turnover. That's probably a sign that the hospital and the ICU culture is probably toxic. It probably starts from the top. And you need to be very mindful of, whether they're trying to set your dad up to fail. Now, you should not accept excuses. And the only thing you should accept here is, have a one-on-one nurse until your dad is more awake. Because if they resedate him, which they have, the chances of him needing a tracheostomy and never coming off the ventilator and never waking up are very high. At some point, they have to put the resources in to try and wean him off the ventilator, try and wake him up as much as possible, right? If that fails, maybe he needs a tracheostomy. But not having the manpower is simply not good enough, right? Once again, it's a sign. I've worked in many ICUs around the world, and it's a sign that it's probably a toxic workplace culture, right, with high staff turnover. And like I said, it probably starts from the top, where people are potentially being mismanaged, they're misled, they're not supported. That's when you get a high staff turnover. And then patients and families actually suffer as well. And that's simply not good enough. And And what we recommend in a situation like that, is to write to hospital executive, and we can help you write to hospital executive. We've done it successfully many, many times by advocating for our clients and their families, right? And that's why we helped hundreds of members over the years for intensivecarehotline.com. We help them to improve their lives instantly when they have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. Now, also, that's why we created a membership for families in intensive care. And you will get access to the membership if you go, and you can become a member. If you go to intensivecarehotline.com, call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. In the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in the membership area and via email, and we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have exclusive access to 21 ebooks and 21 videos. And in the membership, will help you, and the membership will help you to make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment always. I also do one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly. I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime situation that you simply can't afford to get wrong. I also do talk to doctors and nurses directly on your behalf or with you. And when I talk to them directly, I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking with all my experience, but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have from this video. Share this video with your friends and families. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification for the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or if you are a subscriber to my intensivecarehotline.com email newsletter. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.